If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom.
Before becoming a refugee in the U.S. in 1975, Judge Nguyen was one of the most prominent members of Congress in Vietnam, an Associate Justice on the Special Supreme Court of South Vietnam. As a congressman, Judge Nguyen dedicated himself to political, economic, and land reform in Vietnam. As a ranking member and rapporteur of the House Committee on Agriculture, he advocated for and helped enact into law the most important land reform bill in the history of Vietnam that was submitted to Congress by then President Nguyen Van Thieu, entitled Land to the Tillers. This law provided the mechanism to distribute farmland to farmers who for generations lived or farmed on leased land from the French colonialists. This program was strongly supported and financially backed by the U.S. government as an important means to combat communist propaganda of class warfare in Vietnam. Much of his effort, his time, and his life as a congressman was dedicated to helping the poor and underprivileged families of South Vietnam and those that were affected by the war. In 1968, after the Tet Offensive, he spearheaded a housing project in Saigon, providing housing to over 500 stranded families. He and his wife met during his campaign for Congress in South Vietnam in 1967. She understood him then and now as a man of great compassion, honorable, a man of great courage and understanding, a man who's passionate about helping others. In the early 1980s, still a struggling immigrant in the U.S., he and his wife enlisted the help of his family and friends and began the process of sponsoring Vietnamese refugees from all over Southeast Asia. Before his appointment to the bench, Nguyen served on the board of directors of several nonprofit organizations, including the St. Anselm Cross-Cultural Center, the Catholic Students Association, and the Buddhist Charitable Services, among others. Nguyen was hired by Attorney General Daniel Lundgren to serve as a Deputy Attorney General in the California Department of Justice. As a lawyer, Nguyen served the community with countless hours of pro bono service to the poor and the different nonprofit organizations, and with his work on behalf of victims of human rights abuses in Vietnam. Since July 2000, Judge Nguyen sits as a trial judge at the Orange County West Justice Center, handling a criminal trial calendar, presiding over thousands of criminal cases, including misdemeanor, serious felony, and three-strike cases. When he began his judicial career at WJC, he handled a 6-month civil trial calendar. His rulings are well-written, factually thorough, and soundly based on the constitutional and statutory grounds. Jurors and counsel often praise him in open court for the hard work, thoroughness, utmost fairness, and his being faithful to the law.